thank you for being here. First thing, look, congratulations to a wonderful UNC team. Carlos is a terrific coach. He's got a wonderful group. Enjoyed watching them play this year, and look, this is one of the elite programs, not just this year but any year. And I'm very proud of our guys. I would like to say first a big thank you to OCC, our good friends in here. You know the tough week we've had here, but the staff here has been terrific, and my guys, our SU grounds crew, our support group. I've been fortunate and privileged to see how hard everyone's worked during a Thanksgiving break to get this game on. So a big thank you to everyone associated with our program. And finally, what a group of guys I've got. Could not be more proud of the fact that we left it all out there today. Ran out of time, unfortunately, but it's a group that certainly makes me proud. Takes tremendous pride in representing our university and wearing this shirt each and every day, and very proud of them.
Questions?
Mac and then Hendrick, and the most saves he had to make all year. How well do you think he did, and Hendrick, how well do you think you did kind of keeping it a 1-0 game for that long?
Well, he's going to tell you that that's part of his job, and he's a very humble young man. But when called on, he was outstanding today. I thought, goals in big matches change games, and the game I thought we would enjoy in some of the best, our best part of the game when they scored. I think we got caught a little bit in transition, and then. But before then, Hendrick had pulled off a real good read. We know what Hendrick brings to the table. He's a wonderful shot stopper, and was outstanding for us today.
Well, I think first of all we have to say that it was a huge team effort again. I have great respect of what all of our teammates did, how our guys were fighting. Not just today, but throughout the entire year. And then I think an outstanding goalkeepers in the winning team. That was the case throughout the season. We won a lot of games, but today it's over. That hurts right now, and we may need some days and weeks to settle down emotionally. Cannot say anything else.
Coach, tremendous defensive effort on their part.
Mm-hmm.
Could you kind of take us through and break down what they did so effectively to limit the quality chances?
They've got they've restricted teams to few goals the whole entire team. I think probably two of the elite defensive teams that on display today. These have been tight affairs the last few years. They reduced the space, and obviously that goal gave them something to hang on to. But they did a very good job of limiting our opportunities. Like we kind of huffed and puffed today, and when in these tournament games, you see the clock ticking down. I think sometimes you can get a little bit desperate. And I think we probably lacked a little bit of quality second half in that final ball. We pride ourselves on asking a lot of questions of the opponent, but as you say, I think we need collectively to give a lot of credit to UNC, because I think we're a good team, and they limited our opportunities. I know the game opened up a little bit for them, and they've got a ton of pace, a lot of athleticism. We were aware of that. But they've also got that mixture defensively of some athleticism but some size.
And then if for you, 2-year span getting to the semifinals last year and the strong year this year, UNC coach is very complimentary of the program you've built. Is it possible if you take a step back and sort of look at where Syracuse soccer is now, what you and the players brought the team to over the past couple of years, especially in a tough league like this?
Oh, look, certainly. look, we're a pretty low group of players and coaches, but you want it no other way. The fact that look, my guys are fully invested in our efforts individually and more importantly collectively. The fact that we're sitting here hosting a UNC program in a Sweet 16 game, if you would have said that to us 4 or 5 years ago. I think as you take a step back, very proud. From the run that we had last year to this is a new group, a different group, and at times a very special, we were close. UNC is a team that can go on and win this whole thing. They've got the right blend of players. But from a Syracuse perspective, that's these young men who are going to graduate with a couple of Sweet 16s and a Final Four. If you would have asked this guy, you'd have asked Irvin when we recruited them, that's what you're going to accomplish during your tenure here. For Liam being 3 years and Irvin being 4 years, they would have probably laughed at me. But it's a reflection on the work ethic and the commitment that they've put in. So could not be more proud. Yes, in order to be good, you've got to leave it all out there. You've got to fully commit. But when you do that, when it doesn't come off, you look like this. Good teams and good programs fully invest in getting better, and these guys have.
So Liam, could you address that? You heard what he said about the work you guys put in, and I know it stings more for you guys right now, but can you take a step back and address the bigger picture of the past 3 years of this program, each one of you, please?
Yeah. I mean, obviously being in college for 5 years, a little too long maybe, but, when I came here, I had the idea of coming to a team that was committed to soccer, committed to a bigger idea, and ultimately just a team. And, the first day I stepped on campus here, I felt that. Every person that's came in and left this place has left something valuable. And I think that, the group of players that we had this year, just as much as any year, gave maximum effort every single day, and that's all you can ask out of everyone. And, when you look back on our college careers, I think that we've had a pretty successful one, and that's something to be proud of. And I think that this group that's growing up is going to have just as much, success with the years that come forward. But, it's been an unreal experience. I've made great friends, great memories that, will last me for a lifetime. So, it's all worth it.
I mean, Liam hit it spot on. I think thinking back to freshman year 3 years ago, didn't make postseason at all, and we all thought, we didn't think about that as a big deal. I didn't even know what postseason or playoffs was, and so it wasn't a disappointment. And now 3 years later, we were one of the top 8 teams in the country. Got to host a Sweet 16 game, and even though we lost, we're all very disappointed, obviously, and I think that just shows how far the program has come, and I'm very, very fortunate and feel very privileged to work with such talented players and a great group of coaches that we've had here during my 4 years.
Anything else?
Coach, with the senior class, how important were they to laying the foundation of this program moving forward with so much success here in the NCAA tournament?
Oh, huge. Look, we've gone through highs and lows. I challenge this group, as we do with each of our players, to leave the shirt in a better place than you found it, and that's what we're alluding to here. I'm fortunate to have Hendrick back, but these two young men, as well as the other guys in the locker room, our senior class, have left this Syracuse program in a better place than they found it. And there's no shortcuts. That's through hard work, that's commitment, that's dealing with me and our coaching staff. He's he's politically correct, and I love him for it. That's why he's the smartest guy on the table. We've got the smart guys down there, and then we've got me and Liam down here. I'm privileged to have to have worked with these guys, these senior guys. It's bittersweet. It stinks that they move on, but it just means that our family, our program gets bigger. Our hearts get bigger because these guys have added to us, and it's a terrific group. You guys have been have interacted with them the whole year and for multiple years. This is a fun group, a special group of young men that, as I said, take tremendous pride in representing this program and this university, and they're going to do some wonderful things afterwards. But I know that they're still going to be an integral part of what we do moving forward as a Syracuse soccer program.
Coach, I'm curious, what did you see from North Carolina that opted you to not start Liam or Chris today?
Look, this kid and Chris have played and started and played virtually every minute that they're available. This guy probably shouldn't have been playing today, but he's got he's got a lot of heart. I say that, but a game day decision, like right up to it, like he's a tough kid. That if I was in the kind of shape that he's in currently, I wouldn't be playing. But that's what it is. And Chris has been out all week, and is another gamer. It was now, having said that, look, and we started 3 freshmen and with Jan Breitmoser, 4 new guys. It was a big ask for those, and I thought those they stepped up. Now with both of them, when they both got on the pitch, I couldn't get them off again. So, but it was Liam's had a nagging injury that a lesser individual would have kept him out of this game today.
Coach, also we saw you switch in the beginning of the game at least to that 4-back formation again. Can you explain some of the decision behind that?
One of the decisions was this guy wasn't out there, and he's an important part of the balance of our team. Part of it was the strength that UNC has with their 3 guys up front and the athleticism they have. I felt that it would nullify some of what UNC brings to the table. It would also give us some ability, and I thought Mo and Jonathan Hagman did a great job of getting on the ball in the middle of midfield. And as I said, I thought after kind of a little bit, it was a new system, so after about 5-10 minutes, I thought the guys adapted very well, and I was very happy with the way we were playing until the goal went in. And even after that, I still thought that we felt in a pretty good spot going into halftime. Now, having said that, UNC did a very good job of kind of nullifying. They managed the game extremely well. It's an experienced team with good players. It's well coached, and they kind of took the air out of the game. And we, as I said, we just lacked just a little bit of quality that would have opened the game up.
Time for one more question, if anyone has one.
Coach, I saw it was an hour or so before the game. You kind of just walked around midfield. It seemed like a lot was on your mind. Were you thinking about anything in particular there?
It's a big Walking Dead episode tonight, and I didn't know which way they were going to go. Like which, no, look. It's one of the advantage we have when we're at campus is I can avoid these guys. They don't want an old guy like me in the locker room before the game. So it was just purely me trying to give them a bit of space. The music was playing. It was some pretty, the music out there was better than Irving's in the locker room. So it was actually just a personal choice of mine. No, it wasn't. I wasn't overthinking it. I normally do, but today, look, we're competing. These are the easy ones. We're playing in a Sweet 16 game. It's Syracuse against UNC. 2 big teams. One of them's going to move on to the and have a chance to win the whole thing. I don't worry about these games. The guys had a terrific week of practice. They were ready, and so next time come over, chat with me. Like, give me someone to talk to. My family doesn't want any part of me, so come chat with me.
Thank you, guys.
thank you so much, guys, for everything this year. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.